Hey Leo, how's it going? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I'm getting ready to do your November 2020 bonus tarot card reading. So when I talk about a bonus read, I find different tarot card spreads to do for you guys once a month. So you could actually go through the Leo folder on my channel and check out all your bonus reads because they're for the energy of your sign. Sorry. Not really related to a specific time of the year or time of the month. So anyway, I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot to do this reading for you. And this is called Life Influences. And I've been guided to also use the Fairy Tarot card deck. And I have Miss Lacey B watching from her cozy, comfy doggy bed off to my left here. So we have a really good energy going for you for your reading, Leo. And just keep in mind, this is a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and of course, any Leo cross watchers. So I'm gonna crack right into this reading. So the Life Influences, the first card in the spread is, it's asking for emotional influences for your sign, Leo. Let me do a quick deck cut here. Well, this is nice. We have the Six of Wands here. So you guys do really, really well when you're supported by other people that are kind of cheerleaders to your cause, you know? I love seeing this because you're probably very selective about who you have in your circle, you know? You're probably pretty good at weeding people out that don't reciprocate the kind of emotional support that you give, you know? So you understand that life is a two-way street. I'm just gonna take a sip of tea. Hold on, guys. So anyway, with the Six of Wands, this is a really good card. You know, you're likely very strongly supported by your team in spirit, you know, your angels, archangels, star councils, you know, God, universe. Very strong support system for you. This could be where you get that extremely grounded sense of confidence from. If you didn't have the best support system in your family, it's probably, you know, you deliberately sought out people that would be a good foundation for you. So I love that. Six of Wands is a great start. So we're going to look at mental influences for you guys. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay, so this is kind of, you know, it's the devil, right? So you probably, you know, so you guys could struggle with staying on, you know, the right path. You could struggle with addiction to a certain degree, bad habits. You know, there could be things that you're expressing in secret or private that other people don't know about. Even though you seem to be really, really well supported here, I'm seeing some sort of influence come in. You know, and when you see the Devil card, this speaks of some sort of pain or trauma, agony that wasn't really resolved. So there's an outlet. You know, and this could be whatever. There's so many different addictions or things that sidetrack people. This is really a sort of a red flag in your reading here, Leo, and I don't get very many of them for you. But this is a strong one, okay? So your mental influences could possibly be guided by things that are not good for you right now. And you guys, when I do your readings, I see you have an incredible future. So, you know, this is your demon. You know, people say monkey on the back. You could still be in sort of a dark night of the soul, but the showman in you could be denying that because you feel that you need to meet other people's expectations of how you should be behaving. And you don't want to let your supporters down. So you're very emotionally supportive of other people, but when it is time for you to heal your wounds, you kind of sneak off and curl up and maybe don't express what's really deeply ingrained within you. So that could be really guiding your life on a subversive level here. You know, general reading, guys, so it's not going to apply to each and every one of you. But if you had a moment where you're like, you know, when I pulled that card, or you had a tinge of recognition when I was talking about addiction, blah, blah, blah. Come on, you know, I mean, I've been through it. I know so many people that have been through it, down the wrong path, and, you know, it's very lonely, and you feel, anyway, I'm not going to go off into that, but I did a video on my other channel, Oracle Rising, and it's called Your Beginner Guide to Shadow Work, so you may want to check that out if you're feeling any way in resonance with the Devil card, which is your shadow self, okay? So let's see any spiritual influences. I'm just gonna, Lacey, so weird. What are you doing? I mean, dogs are so gross and weird. Who has a dog? Anyway, that's a good girl. Very bizarre. Oh, guys. Your spiritual influences, it's... Wow. Got the Three of Swords here, so... You guys, your mental influences and your spiritual influences, they really speak of pain and darkness, you know? And you could have been very let down by somebody in your early childhood, or very early, you know, your first love. And you could have started to think, well, God wouldn't want me to live that way, you know, there is no God. You know, maybe you were, I'm getting the word rooked, which I never use, but sometimes gurus, or, you know, people that proclaim themselves to be religious or spiritual, they're just money grubbing, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to go into that. So it looks like you guys had some sort of devastating experience at some point in your life, and it has altered your interior, and it has made the exterior even more of a, like a shell, like a performance. Huh. Okay. So physical influences here for you guys. These are crazy deep readings. You guys are like my 7th read for this, and these are crazy, crazy, like really looking in the mirror. Physical influences, really celebrating and being with family. So I've got the Four of Wands here. So you started off with emotional influences, being supported by other people, and people being very proud of you and noting your accomplishments, and that's like totally full on cool. Okay, so then you have this really weird dip in the middle with mental and spiritual influences, and then we come back into physical influences, which is feeling super connected with people. You know, this is definitely a celebration card. You guys could really like to, you know, express yourself through like on the dance floor, or something really to get your body moving, you know. So you guys could be taking really, really good care of your appearance and your body, but sort of letting the inner work slide a little bit, because there's something possibly that you don't want to touch right now. But if you don't do that inner work, I mean, it's, you know, it can't resolve on its own, you know. So pretty intense there for you guys. And I'm just getting the feeling that people, when they look at you, they would just never know any sort of internal struggle that you're having, or have had, or about to have. So I'm going to look at the Karmic Debt Ode, and I'm using the Fairy Tarot to do this. So this can be very telling, and there could be for some of you sitting there going, well, I don't have any of that happening. You know, nothing horrendous happened to me in my childhood. You know, I'm still with my high school sweetheart. But what about your past life? So let's see, karmic debt owed. So we have the 3 of spring here. So very, very pre-pull card. So I cannot read this font, so just one sec. Ooh. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. Whoops. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. This is really a strange card. I really get the feeling that you have been carrying this weight through multiple incarnations. And that could be like your biggest curse, is that people don't really get to know the real you, you know? And everything is just so puffed up and big here. And, you know, I know Leos, and they're larger than life. You know, so it's very difficult to see any sort of transparency in those people. And that big fire sign personality, it doesn't allow people to really come in and see your soul, which is what you really need here because of the devil and the 3 of swords. I still can't read this font, and I can't remember what it said. So plan your next steps with the eye with an eye on the long term. Like, what do you want to have happen to the next time you come back, you know, when you incarnate again? Wow. Okay, so karmic lesson to learn. Got the 9 of summer, and this is also a really beautiful card here, so let me see this. I hate turning this light on, and I know it looks awful. Wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, and a magical time of life. I'm just really getting the sense that you guys are only touching the surface of life. Really. And it's only when you get really deep and like dark, go through that dark night of the soul, really touch the parts of you that hurt in your heart and your soul and your mind, that you're going to start to learn who you really are and get in touch with that vision for yourself. And because you guys are so powerful, I just did your wealth and abundance reading a little while ago. And I didn't just do a wealth and abundance reading because I see you guys as being like, I want to say monstrously powerful, but not in a negative way, but hugely powerful. So it's like you guys are, if you do this very, very well, you can actually arrange your next life in this one. But all this has to be resolved and understand where it all came from, you know, and do the work of the dark night of the soul. And, you know, it's not just a show, Leo. You know what I mean? And if you're with people that don't understand you, that you don't want to talk to, it's time to get new people. Even if it's just 1 or 2, like you can keep your acquaintances, but find somebody that you can really be that bare, naked heart. You know, that's what you deserve. So, whoa, okay, so I'm going to take this card. You see this? Oh, past life impact. There's 2. Okay, so you've got the World card and the Princess of Autumn. So the World card speaks of being accomplished, okay? So hold on, let me read this. A brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is not complete. So your cycles are being cut off because of, let me read the Princess of Autumn. Happy news about your career, promotion, or scholarship. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. Needing a little push to get going. So you guys, like whatever it is that you're naturally drawn to, you've spent lifetimes practicing this. So there's a reason that you're so powerful. Many of you probably were shaman or magician, or, you know, some of you could have even been, like they say, I use the word witch. Don't get freaked out, because witches worship in nature. People say warlock, but it's not really a thing. It's a TV thing. And it's like you've forgotten who that is right now in this lifetime. So your past life impact is like very, very powerful with the World card. And the Princess of Autumn is very cheerful and mischievous. And that basically wraps up who Leo is. But you've come to this lifetime to remember who you are. And it's being waylaid by distraction. So it's really time to work on that, whatever it is. Because if your lifetime isn't going perfectly this time around, you guys have the power to plan the next one. And that's like no small thing. You know, not many people can do that, Leo, but you have that. You are that magician, shaman, like dream weaver, you know? If you work really hard, you could probably start, you know, wherever it is, that huge dream that you have, you could probably start pulling it in now, but there's a lot to shake off here, you know? I feel like there's a big portion of your life that is, it feels like charades to a certain degree, so that other people don't worry about you. And people aren't worried about you, they love you, you know? So they want to help you. They want to help you succeed. They want to be that rock that you have been for everybody else. So, yeah. Pretty deep reading for you, guys. So, where are you going to start with that, you know? Really start digging deep and talk to somebody. Really, for real. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys. All right, take care. Bye for now. Bye.